All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Option right, it's Luck. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Good. 180. Check 53. King. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Mike, nice, sweetheart. School.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Jones on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check out. Line 40. Check 53. Check.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, get away. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Mike. Look out. Line 80. Come on. You better bring.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey. Check out three. Shit.
Regular. One time.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Watch out. Alert.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Luck gives this one off to Mack, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Luck. And Jeffrey's got it. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
180.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry.
Check 53, Mark. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
A toss play to Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mayfield now. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
First down.
alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 53's the must.
A run for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check out. 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Alert flare, alert flare, flare. 12, 12, 12.
Now it's Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
SOS. John Wright. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
To throw is Love. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jared Davis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On third down, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A gain of 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On first down, Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
53 is the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jannard Avery in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Let's go, Mexico!
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Back to throw. Love. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. 20! And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol from the 2 now, second and goal.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
Blue draw quarter.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Real. Pistol.
Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, alert! I got it.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At their 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Slam.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, it's Love. He completes this one to Mack. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's scared.
12.
Here's Love. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's 3rd and 5. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Luck. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Campbell making the catch. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Luck now to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Shoot. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try to run it with Matt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I'm coming after you. Switch.
A run by Mack to start the drive. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Right here. We got to step it up.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Run. Get wide.
To throw, Mayfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring point. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On first and 10, Locke. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It leads to second and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Rush in. Rush in. Run, man. Run, man. Check, check. Lucky.
61. Matchbox lights.
Now Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And the blitz does come. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads. Fourth down.
Colts 9.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Taken in at the 11. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started.
53. Mike 53. Defense wins championships, baby.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. You and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check nine, check nine.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Come on. Check King. Check three. 80 weapon.
Mayfield down. This is the tight end, Njoku. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
53, Mike.
I don't think you got it, son. Kill. No. Off.
King. I got it.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. Oh, he goes up top. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Locke. Catch made here by Campbell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Motion man. Watch.
Option right, it's Luck. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Well, that little John helps, able to pick up the first, get out of bounds as well.
And he has to play a little bit of risk-reward here at this time because they need these first downs. But you know the risk is if they catch him inbounds and tackle him, the clock continues to run and grinds things for him. So he's able to get it done, get out of bounds, and conserve a little bit of time as they try and get the ball downfield.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Check nickel, 11B.
Greystone, travel.
Now Luck defers to Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go.
They'll try the air now with Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Mack. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Check it back. Check it on.
Luck. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
11B. 44 to Mike.
Now Luck. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One day.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, let's go. Watch the out.
They snap it to Luck. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Kill.
Close. Reggie.
Watch twist.
Let's go, Mexico.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Luck now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Cleveland, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.